In the flatlands of the Niger, Nigeria and Chad border, slavery is a common practice. Prince Almo Wandara is a Tuareg prince who works to free the slaves. He's come to this village in Niger to see Hadijatu Mani. This 25-year-old woman was sold into slavery aged 12 for $250. That sale condemned her to a life of exploitation. I worked the fields and cared for my master's first 4 wives. I cooked all the food, did all the laundry and took care of the animals. I was a slave and my owner called me a slave. There are tens of thousands of female slaves in Niger referred to as fifth wives because the men are only allowed to take 4 wives. These women were once slaves but ran away from their owners. They live together for mutual protection. We are all free. My children are free. No one will ever tell them, you are the children of a slave again. Mani is now free after taking her fight to a court in Niger. In 2003, the courts passed an anti-slavery law and in 2005, Prince Wandara confronted Mani's owner.
One day I went to the village and brought him before the village chief. I let him know that slavery was now forbidden.
Mani's owner agreed to free her, but she was never told. One day my brother sent for me. He asked me if I'd heard the news. I said no, and he said, "You are free, and here is the paper to prove it." She was given a freedom certificate, but had to leave her 2 children behind. Mani went on to marry a local farmer, but her former owner had her charged with bigamy, claiming she was still married to him. Despite being 6 months pregnant, Mani was imprisoned. Her case caught the attention of an international organisation.
What we need now is implementation. Because we cannot say today that slavery is abolished. It's abolished in law, but not in practice. So the point is that we want to get states to take the slavery issue seriously.
Mani's case was heard in April 2008, and 6 months later, Mani and Prince Wandara went to hear the verdict. Prince Wandara is familiar with her plight. Though his father was a tribal chief, his mother was a slave.
A slave wife has no rights and must obey, no matter what's done to her. Even if she is killed, nothing happens. It is as if you killed a goat.
It's hoped that Mani's case will convince other owners to free their slaves, like this man.
Fifth wives have been a tradition, but now that people know the legal risks, it will have to be abandoned.
However, slavery remains prevalent in Niger, with an estimated 43,000 women still being exploited. Sophia Eribo, NTA International.